Thank you, Kaustav, for that lovely introduction, and very good afternoon to one and all the dear students. Thank you for joining in. So Aniket really gave us a good insight of what are the traits we need to be a good entrepreneur. Uh, Now let me give you the industry perspective. For those who are seeking a job in these times. Now. See, I'm not going to tell you today what certifications you should do to land yourself in good jobs, or these are the top 5 industries which are COVID unaffected. Probably you should go and get jobs in here, or these are the top trending technology. You should know these. I'm not going to tell you these right now. Okay, so there's no one fixed formula to get a good job. I'm going to more talk about the exploratory method. I'm going to help you, navigate through these tough times. I'm going to discuss the how. How do you explore and how do you take yourself through these tough times to land yourselves in, good situations, having good jobs. Uh, so let me just share my screen.
Hi, Aniket is back.
So I suppose everybody is able to see my screen now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Stop, is there a way I don't see the videos? Okay, yeah, I have arranged that. All right. So, you have to remember always with challenges come in opportunity. All right. Now, even Aniket mentioned about that. Yeah, there are some difficult times, but you have to identify even in these difficult times what opportunities are really surfacing up. uh, Even right now, there is all the businesses, all the companies in these challenging times, they are in fact giving them opportunities to disrupt, to come up with more innovative ways. Basically, they're just coming up with new ways of doing the same business. I tell you how. Now, for example, Times of India, they have to rethink of their business and a business offering as such. What are they really offering to you? A newspaper? Is that a newspaper, or it is the new? Yeah, because the consumer behavior has changed so much in this lockdown period and this COVID time. Now, for example, where is the retail experience? Have you guys gone out shopping? Is there any impromptu shopping you have done? हम हमेशा malls में जाते हैं and we pick up stuff which we don't really require. Yeah, those are the marketing gimmicks. Those are the marketing strategies. So where is the retail experience all of a sudden gone? Those are the big challenges that our brands are facing. But at the same time, now they have realized that there is another opportunity that has come in front of them. That is a digital media. Do you know that digital data consumption has almost increased threefolds in these COVID times? Okay, so if one path has closed, there is something new that has emerged, and brands, the businesses, the industries have jumped upon and taken up those opportunities. Now the brands are engaging with them in new and innovative ways. For example, now we are spending so much time on Facebook, much more time than we used to spend before. So now Facebook has come up with various ways of even advertising. For example, the try on advertisements. You're flipping through Facebook, you get some ads. Now you are able to also try on, spectacles, talk of jewelry or anything. You're able to try on, share with your friends, and you can just buy in over there. So there are in-app purchases also. You don't have to go to app. Earlier, you used to get Myntra ads, for example, on Facebook, and that used to divert you to the Myntra app. Now there are in-app purchases also. So the entire ecosystems are changing. The consumer behavior has changed, and to it, in its response, various companies, businesses have changed. Not just the markets, even the employer and employee work relationships have changed. Work from home is dude, that has changed the way people are working. HR policies are undergoing changes. Compensation is undergoing changes. Employee engagement activities, communication, all of this are undergoing changes in these times. We earlier never thought that we could do brainstorming on a digital platform. We thought a physical meeting is a must. For education, we thought that having a classroom training session is a must. But now we are having more and more digital collaboration platforms, and we are finding out new ways of doing the same business. Moving ahead, so what is it for us? You are saying that there are a lot of changes happening in the industry, the way people are carrying themselves around. So if I have to tell you what are the top three traits you should have as a student to stay ahead of the curve, here they are. First is agility. Do you know what it means to be agile? Means to be flexible, to be alert. To be alert to what? To the environmental changes, to the different challenges and opportunities these environmental changes are posing in front of you. So you be alert to them, identify them, and also respond to them using your available resources. All right, that is agility. Now, how do you do that? I come to the second point, that is competency development. Now, fine, you're agile, you are keeping a tab on the industry trends, you are keeping in connect with some industry peers, you are understanding that there are these changes happening. If you're a marketing professional, probably you are following some brands on social media. So you are understanding that these are the changes happening. Now, coming to the next point, and that is competency development. Now, this is a buzzword here, okay? We always talk about skill sets, all right? We talk about, we should have, if I want to get into this company, if I want to get into this profile, these are the set of skills I should have. But you know what the employers today are looking for? It is the competency. Now, if I define competency, it simply means the ability to use your knowledge and skill sets to perform that function. So the employer is not just looking for a paper document which says you have this qualification, you have this experience, and you have this set of skill sets. It is also asking if you are competent enough to apply all of this in the job, in the required job function. Now, how do you develop those competencies? Yeah. So here you can get this build this competency only through practical experience, right? And how do you practice? How do you get the practical experience? Now there are two ways. At your end, you all are studying, you all are pursuing your degrees. So at your level, I will lay emphasis on case studies, on role plays, on simulation of industry situations. Please do that a lot. There is theoretical knowledge on one side, but you have to also apply it to the case studies. So have more and more discussions with your professors, also more and more discussions with the industry people. Take some situations from them and try to apply your knowledge to those situations. All right. And the second way in this competency building, so one is at the institute level, at your level, and second, you should have more and more connect with the industry also. All right, you have to be proactive. You have to proactively contact people in industry and seek assignments from them. You have to contact them. You have to display what is the probably the value that you can give to them. You have to lend your skills to them and seek assignments. I'm not saying that if you have to connect to the industry, always go for a 2 months project, 3 months project, or a job. These are not the only two things you can go to the industry for. Okay, you can work on a market research project, you can do a market survey. Of course, all the companies and industries would be interested in, all right? If you have some skill sets, if you have some knowledge, you can approach the companies and just ask them for assignments, maybe 1 week, 2 week, virtual assignments. You did not go to the companies physically also. Everything can be done online, but you need to reach out, all right? Whatever you learn has to be applied on a practical basis. So case studies, role plays at one end, and second, live assignments with the companies is also equally important to develop competency, because this is what the companies are looking for. We just doing certifications is great and it is a need of the time. If you have time right now, you should acquire some good certifications and skill sets which you are looking for. But equally important is you should know how to apply it. If it just remains a certificate, it is not going to give you any value. All right. So I lay a lot of emphasis here on practical experience. And third, but not the least, it is the emotional intelligence. So you have heard of EQ. Yeah, after IQ, if there's anything the employers are looking for, it is the EQ, that is the emotional quotient. Yeah, I understand, you all are going through anxiety and stress probably um, uh, in these COVID times. But, to stay balanced emotionally is equally important. Uh, Basically, you have to be self-aware, all right? And you have to respond to the situations and not react. That is the most important thing over here. So now I'll just give you an example in which I'll cover all the 3 points. Uh, Now, for example, now let's say I'm into marketing, okay? So I will, so here I take an example. So since communications, branding, marketing is what I'm interested in, I'm following various brands. I know what ad campaigns they are running. I know different advertisements or different campaigns they are coming up with. So yes, I'm agile. I'm a marketing person. I'm following different brands. I'm following their advertisement. I know what the industry is now working on. I'm agile. Two, I'm self-aware. I know what my strengths and my weaknesses are. Now, suppose if I have very good communication skills, uh, suppose I'm tech savvy, I'm a heavy social media user, and good knowledge of what different brands are doing and how different social media campaigns are working. So if I know the external factors, if I know my strengths and weaknesses, uh, and I can probably find out that I may give my value to the companies by say creating content. Maybe I can do that. So this is a skill set you have identified for yourself on the basis of the current situation, and now you have to develop competency in this. All right. So prepare work groups. Come together, students, your colleagues who are having similar interests. So work together, prepare case studies, and maybe big top-notch MNCs will not even probably pay heed if you approach them. But there are so many small agencies, there are so many small companies. Even Aniket before me laid emphasis on working with smaller companies. So even in just locally in Pune, there are so many. You can connect with companies even outside of Pune. There are no boundaries connecting digitally. So when you connect to these smaller companies or agencies, they will be happy to take help from you. Okay, if you go to them, if you offer them, now there are so many digital marketing agencies, for example, the small ones. If you offer to them, if you tell them, look, I think I'm good in communications, I think I'm good in writing, I have done my homework, probably you can try me for content writing. If you give me a brief, you give me some small assignments and I can help you. So I'm not asking for a job. I'm not asking for an internship either. I'm just asking, give me one assignment. There must be one client working with a small agency. So I'm just asking, give me just one assignment. So by this, you are collaborating. You are going to learn from the industry, and the industry might give you that assignment because they're getting it from you, right? And these are tough times even for the companies. There is pressure on costs, there are pressure on the people working. So probably this is a win-win situation for both of you. All right. So moving ahead. So strategies to navigate through a COVID-19 times. I have just, put together some bullet points for us to follow. Like I said, make significant inroads with employers. Building connections with industry, with companies is a must. You can't stay in isolation only in your institute for 2 years of MBA and afterwards expect that you get a job. No, during your MBA itself, you have to make contacts with different people belonging to different industry sectors. You should already have an experience of working with them, whether on small assignments, whether on working on some market survey or something, but you got to maintain the contact with your industry colleagues. And like I said, you can engage yourself remotely also. If you get any projects on a contract basis, great, but you should be doing this side by side. So like I said, crisis may lead to some unexpected opportunities also. Developing skills that can be offered to the employers. When you are reaching out to the industry people, you should have something to offer to them. You cannot say, you cannot go like a fresher, I'm a fresher, I don't know anything, but you give me any assignment and I will do it. No, that is lame. That is lame. What I mentioned in my earlier slide, be agile, develop competencies. So follow where the industry is going, what are the things that industry is requiring, and develop those skill sets which can be offered to the employers. That is going to build the inroad to the employers, all right? The next point is developing a brand and translating it to an online profile and application. Do you understand what I mean over here? You are a brand. Profile, you have a Facebook profile, an Insta profile, work on them. You are no more kids, you are professionals, you have already entered an MBA and you're seeking out internships, you're seeking out jobs, you are seeking to be a part of the industry. So work on that brand that you are portraying through all these profiles. Work on, for example, the CV, work on your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Now, next point is conducting informational interviews to increase knowledge and expand professional networks. What I mean is you really need to interact more and more with industry people. Such webinars, which Kaustup has taken this initiative, and thanks to your institute, you're having these webinars. Now here it is one-way communication, but you should reach out and even talk directly one-to-one with various industry people. There are ways. On LinkedIn, you can send requests, you can send in a mail asking, can I have your time, a 10 minutes time? I need your guidance on so and so thing. Please be specific. Just don't say, I'm doing my MBA and I need your guidance to decide which specialization I should take. No, please be very specific. Please do your homework. All right. Please know what the person is into, what profile he is into, what is your interest in his profile, and then you get an appointment from him and talk for 10 minutes, get guidance. You will learn something definitely from it. So these are the ways you are just making your inroads into the organization, all right, and you're expanding your professional network. Maybe from that colleague you will get a reference of somebody else, you know, maybe he will divert you, you speak to this one also, he will help you with this particular thing or something like that. Now, acquiring technical and soft skills through tools like LinkedIn Learning and other online platforms. I am sure that you are aware that there are various online platforms that some even offer free courses and some paid courses, but they are all quite worth. But again, you have to know what you want to do. You cannot just, you know, I want to go into marketing and I will do something into Six Sigma or something like that. Makes no sense. And don't abandon the dream job. Devise a plan B and plan C to get through the next steps. Now, for example, if my dream job was a marketing manager, probably in a B2C company, yeah, I want to suppose go into Hindustan Unilever or P&G, and I want to be into the marketing over there. I want to go into the branding over there. Yeah, sure, you can, but devise a plan to reach that goal. Have a goal for sure, but have a plan B and define the steps that can lead you there. And like I said, you have to take small steps, you know, like starting with small agencies in your own city, small companies in your own city, reach out to them, start in the form of small assignments, small projects, and that is how you have to reach your goal. And last but not the least, you have to maintain a positive mindset. This is must. A positive mindset allows you to finish any task that you have taken up on hand. Defining a goal is not enough, but reaching to that goal, you have to stick to it, focused on it, plan and reach to it. And to do all this, you require a positive mindset and self-confidence and assurance in yourself, a belief in yourself that you will do it. Now, I'll come, Kaustuv, am I taking too long?
Yeah, I mean, you can probably wrap up in the next 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I also wanted to share the employer's perspective here. When an employer is hiring a candidate, what is he looking at? You know, so showing you something called as an employee and role compatibility quotient. This is a tool actually we are recently working on. Now, everybody has seen a job description. I hope so. If not, please be more active on LinkedIn. There are a lot of job openings over there. I understand. For example, the first year students may not be looking out for jobs, but still start looking out at the job openings that you are interested in and start going through the job descriptions over there. Now, first, job descriptions will have a list of responsibilities, the job responsibilities. And in order to do those responsibilities, there are four things which are mentioned in my slide here. First, the qualification, which you already have. You're getting a degree. Second, the experience. Probably here you do not have, some might be having. And third is skill sets, and fourth is attitudes. So in order to be in that position and to do those job responsibilities, you need to have these four qualifying things. All right. Even an employer looks at those things to assess whether this candidate is good for the job or not. Now, for example, I'm hiring somebody in the position of a Marcom associate who is supposed to do digital marketing for me, who is supposed to design marketing communication material for me, who is supposed to understand my product features and translate them into very nice communications, which my customers will also be interested in. So for that, these are the set of on the left, these are the set of skill sets I have defined for it, and on the right these are the set of attitudes that I have defined for it. Okay, now here there's a difference between skill sets and attitudes. Skills can be obtained, you can take training, you can learn, you can upgrade, and you can build those skill sets for yourselves. But when it comes to an attitude, you have to inculcate that attitude within yourself over time. It cannot be taught. There is no professional training for it. There is no certification for it. All right. You have to inculcate in it. And 2 years of MBA is such a good time for yourself to really work on these things. Now, so there are weightages. Now, coming back to this tool which we use, if these are 5 to 7 skill sets that I have jotted, there is weightage given against all of them, each one of them. And when we are interviewing the candidate, we give the rating. You can see a column of rating also over here. So we give rating also, say on a scale of 1 to 5. And later we come up with some calculation, and we have a threshold that if the candidate is, for example, 70% or above, yes, then I hire him. If not, no, I cannot. Same thing goes for the attitude also. In fact, attitude is more important way than skill sets, because skill sets, like I said, can be learned over time also. Even the employer does invest in the employees, gives trainings, but attitude is something which is inbuilt and will be offered only by you. Okay. I hope this made sense. Now, moving ahead, what are a few tips for your internship search or for job search? First, define your goals and priorities. All right. Don't be always confused. Mujhe, what specialization should I choose? I mean, you have to find out. You have to do your homework. You have to talk to people. Consult your professors. Consult your alumni. Consult your seniors. Consult different industry people. And like I said in my previous slides also, get in talks with more and more industry people. Get clarity of thought over here. You have to set a goal for yourself. If you want to successfully place yourself in the industry in this situation, you cannot have an unclear vision, nowhere to go and I don't know what to do. You have to work at your end. So goes my second point. Connect to the right industry people. Seek their appointment to speak to them. After you speak to them, drop them an email saying thanks, and in that email, take an opportunity to showcase your skills and qualifications. See, if you outrightly go to people and say, okay, I'm looking for an internship, give me an internship, or I'm looking for a job, people may not, pay heed to it. But you can definitely connect to them and just seek their guidance, talk to them. And after that, just slowly, I mean, when you're just even on LinkedIn, you connected with somebody, later you just drop in a thank you message and slowly just tell them that, yes, I am also working on this. I have just taken up a course, and I'll be now getting a certification on that, thing like that. So just align yourself, showcase your skills and qualifications to suit that particular profile or that particular industry. Ask for virtual assignments, remote assignments in this current situation. So work with small companies, agencies, startup, and lend your skills. Focus on the function and sector that is a good fit for you, and just don't focus on the job titles or some big fat company names. All right, find a fit for you. Now here I cannot tell you ki you learn these skill sets for this profile for this industry. I cannot tell you like this. You have to identify that for yourself. What are your interests, and therefore which industry you want to go into, and what profiles are you looking at, right? Only then you'll be able to prepare such a clear action plan for yourself. Then be visible. Be visible, not just to your friends on social media platform, but these targeted industry people. And always have a plan B ready. Okay, if this is my dream company, if I'm not reaching up over there, what plan B? Be prepared for that, but that plan B has to be like a stepping stone towards your final plan. And last here, stay calm and stay focused. Must and your work must go on. Some more networking strategies. So now, I don't know how many of you are active on LinkedIn, but I'll urge you guys to be really active over there. First, you start with your, and it's not just LinkedIn, I'm talking about networking in general, okay? Now, first you start with your own connections. Let people know that you're seeking out something in the industry. Your own connections, your chacha, chachi, your neighbors, your friends, friends, whatever. Start with your own connections. Let them know that you're interested in joining the workforce in some or the other way. Maybe you want to do an assignment, a project, or a job, or whatever. Then you work on your online profiles. Your online profiles have to be professional. That's one. Work on your CVs for that matter. Use appropriate keywords. Okay. Now, if I'm applying for a social media manager's job, find out, do your homework, find out on LinkedIn what the company is seeking. If they are seeking a social media manager, what attitudes are required, what skill sets are required, and accordingly work on yourself and then update, use those keywords in your profile. Only then you will be found. Okay. If I'm applying for social media manager and I put something, some logistics experience or some other experience, or I have volunteered in something like that, that is not going to work. So use the right keywords. All right. And be professional. No long random emails to the industry people. No privacy breaching at all, you know. एक बार फॉलोअप, किसी ने अच्छे बंदे ने आपको 10 मिनट का अपॉइंटमेंट दिया, आपको थोड़ा बहुत गाइड भी किया, उसके बाद आपने थैंक यू मेल किया, दैट्स इट. नो पेस्टरिंग अगेन एंड अगेन, प्लीज जॉब है, प्लीज ये है वो है. नो, प्लीज बी प्रोफेशनल. ऑलराइट, फर्स्ट टाइम. And all this while you be ready with a brief description of yourself, what you are, what you have to offer. Be very, and what your future goals are. And on the networking sites like LinkedIn, be active also means you should read, like, comment on articles your connections have posted. That increases your visibility. All right. Be a part of the conversation that is happening. That will not only increase your knowledge, that will not only help you understand what is happening in the industry, but it will also increase your visibility. So stay well read and stay well connected. Ultimately, you have to build a strong network. Find just for yourself and make some good friends. So that's it from my side. Step up your game. This is all that is the need of the hour today. I hope I made sense and I hope this will help you. Thank you very much.